welcome Leos to my space. Today I'm going to be drawing some cards to take a look at what kind of messages you have coming for the week ahead. Before we do that, I'm going to cleanse your space and then you will hear 3 taps and we'll move forward and we'll get started. All right, Leo, here we go. Let's welcome Leo. Welcome, welcome. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what kind of messages do we have for Leo today in regards to the week ahead? What do we have? What is Leo going through at this time? Oh, that one almost tried to flip out of here. Let's welcome Leo. What kind of messages do we have for Leo for the week ahead? Asking me to cut. I never cut. Here we go. I'm going to pull some cards, so just give me a sec and we'll get started. Okay, my beautiful Leos. Let's see what we have. You have a lot of back and forth energy. I feel like that's been the theme of this coming week for a lot of signs that I've done readings for. You have a lot of back and forth energy. I feel like you've been pushing through. I feel like you've been riding solo for some time. I mean, you may have a partner and maybe that's a matter of, I'm hearing that because you've been feeling solo in your relationship. If you don't have a partner, I feel like this week is all about trying to figure out yourself. We start with the base chakra. So we're starting off with already trying to find your base. I think that you've been spending a lot of time to figure out what you want. I think you've been planning for the next year already. For whatever reason, a year is a long time. But I really think that you've been trying to find a base foundation for yourself. You've been, it could be that you're starting back at baseline and that's why we've got this base chakra. It absolutely could be. I think that, you know, finding that baseline, kind of taking that step back and re-examining your life and what you want and where you're at in your life is huge at this time because we move on into the 4 of Cups. Okay, and cups are all about our feelings. So you've been feeling this discontent and boredom with your life, and you're kind of trying to revert back into an energy of what you once had, right? Leos are typically very exciting people with with the flair. Okay, and I feel like maybe you feel like your flare is dimming at this time. But just know that we are moving on into the strength card. Just know that you do have the strength to make whatever this, re-evaluation is of your life. Just know that the strength is on your side. It's kind of like out with the old, in with the new. And of course, we've got the lion here for all my Leos. That's a sure fact that you guys are badass and you guys are strong individuals. So whatever you're needing to revert back to at this time, it's going to be okay. So interesting enough, we've got back-to-back strength cards. We've got the 9 of Wands next to this major arcana, the strength. So both strength cards. So you are, as you can see in this picture, we've got the Buddha and then the aura of Buddha really holding up the house and really holding up its foundation. I think that you are just trying to build a new foundation, trying to figure out where you want to be in the next year is what I keep hearing. I don't know why you're planning for this year ahead. There's something significant for you in this year ahead. After the double strength card, we got the major arcana number 17, which represents in the traditional tarot the star card. Okay, so with the star card, this is all about, no matter what and you trying to discover and trying to bounce back to what your baseline is for your foundation, just know to have faith that everything is going to work out, Leo. I know that sounds like such a cliche, but I do see you having plenty of strength to overcome the things that no longer serve you, to overcome the boundaries that you need to set in your life in order for you to reach your goals. I think that with all of this happening, with you trying to make time for work, with you trying to make time to be healthy, with you trying to make time to be whoever you are to anybody else in their lives, we've got this 5 of Swords energy. It's just like this constant, like you're having a hard time bouncing back to that baseline energy and that baseline foundation of what really makes you happy. And that's okay. It's more of a feel the feelings and let them go type of, because this is right in the middle of the week. So it's more of just like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I just need to be like, I need instant gratification. And just know you're not going to get the instant gratification if you don't do the work. You're on that journey of self-discovery and trying to rebuild and really truly make what makes you happy. All right. And we're ending the week with some beautiful abundance, right? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. Now, as you work through it, because I have no doubt that you will definitely work through this. You will have moments of doubt, but as you do work through this, you know, you've laid down your roots, and these roots are going to start blooming, and abundance and new beginnings will come. You will have the courage to do whatever it takes to get you to that sweet spot, that dream life, that, you know, whatever it takes to get you back to that base foundation, that where you were just like this incredible person to yourself, right? We move on into the major arcana number 3. This is Empress energy. This is all about manifestation and growth. You know, you could be reflecting on and trying to figure out if kids are a thing that you want, but most ultimately, this really comes down to setting your intentions and being patient with the growth that's already happening. Growth is happening, whether you see it or not. It's a baby step. It's day by day, okay? Because we are ending with the 4 of Wands, which I absolutely love, okay? We are ending with this foundation and achievement card. And this is essentially after you doing all these baby steps to get to this vision that you want to be kind of back at. This is you reflecting. You could have family next to you. You know, it doesn't take what resonates, but it's essentially you looking at your house and loving your home and really taking advantage what your home provides you and the abundance that it can potentially bring, right? Staying at home, sometimes you get into this stuck where you don't really want to leave energy, but they're saying that you need to take advantage of that. Okay, start doing the projects in your home, the things that make you happy. I feel like the foundation, it really, and bouncing back to that baseline, has to do with something inside your house. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let's get one final message for my beautiful Leos. What kind of message do we have for Leo in order to conclude this reading? Alrighty. We've got number 23, compassion. I love this. And I feel like this is really taking and having compassion for yourself, okay? And knowing that you are just a beautiful, beautiful individual. Compassion. Let's read this. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of its beauty. Compassion, as it rises up to meet the suffering and pain of all living things, releases that within yourself and others, and it makes creating mutual happiness possible. See, Leo, I mean, it's really just coming back to center, you know, with yourself and having that compassion for yourself and knowing that it just takes time. Okay, and everything is looking very bright for the week to come. You've just got a few hiccups along the way, which I feel like you normally do anyways, so it's nothing new. But essentially and ultimately, you will be finding that foundation that brings you the most abundance and happiness. All right, Leo, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close your reading. Until next time, love and light.